We are going to talk about simple programming on the go. Have you ever felt like you are just stuck working out, like you want to work out, but you aren't sure where to start or where to go? And so you feel like, why even bother? Or you just feel overwhelmed by all the options that are out there and trying to decide what the best workout option for you is going to be. So I just want to take you through my thought process of how I program and how, for myself, when I don't have a strict plan that I'm following, so that I can stay consistent, but also know that I'm programming smart so I don't get hurt and that I can still see progress. So let's dive right in. So the main things that I focus on are these four things. I'm trying to keep it very simple and to the point. One, you got to have a time limit. Have an idea for how long you want to work out and what that's going to look like. Have a focus area. What I mean by that is a focus area of the body. So maybe legs focused. It could even be a movement focus, like I really want to squat a lot today or knee hinge a lot today. Never skip the warm-up. Use the warm-up as a part of the workout. If I try to separate the fact that, hey, I'm warming up or I'm working out, I hate warm-ups. But if the warm-up bleeds into my workout and it's facilitating or helping my workout be better or focus on what I'm trying to focus on, I'm much more inclined to stick with it. And less is more. Trying to do 27 exercises can get you variety, make you sweat, kind of like a HIIT workout or a circuit workout. But if you're looking for strength, if you're looking for progress, you want to focus on fewer exercises, put more intentionality into those movements, and then progress them over time. So focus on less exercises per session, and you should get more bang for your buck. So when you look at your time limit, if we have 10 to 20 minutes, we're really trying to have a good warm-up with one major movement and then 1 to 2 accessory movements. So this could look like I'm warming up and I'm going to do a lower body warm-up, some type of core or full body warm-up, and some type of movement to get my heart rate up, like mountain climbers or jumping jacks. And that may take all of 5 minutes. Then I'm going to have one major movement. So maybe that is a squat focused or a press focused or a full body lift. Then I will finish up with 1 to 2 accessories. And so I could do that as a circuit. Maybe I would lunge and row, or maybe I would lunge, do all my sets, rest, and then row and do all my sets. Those are called accessory lifts because commonly it's going to be less weight and there's less emphasis put on them because your body's already tired. So you've started with a major movement, which you put most of your energy and time into, and then with what's left over, we can still get more done. It's just going to be smaller movements perhaps, or movements with less load and less intensity. If we have 20 to 30 minutes, then we can hit our warm-up, similar 5 minutes or so, have a major lift, maybe have more time for that major lift to warm up to it, and maybe have more sets of it. And then I would say 2 sets of accessories. So what that could look like is you could do 2 to 3 movements in a set, make it like a circuit, rest, and then start your second set. So you can get more in. With more time, you can do more movements. Now, what I said earlier, stop trying to do 1,000 movements. So it depends on what your goals are. But if you're putting a majority of your effort into the major lift or the primary lift, then what you do for accessory can honestly just be whatever makes you happy, what makes it feel fun to work out. Get the hard work out of the way first, and then add things in that you actually enjoy doing. And it's okay to do multiple exercises if you're not expecting to really progress those and get a max effort calf raise perhaps. So it's okay to do many as long as you get the major thing done first. Kind of like life when we're trying to get things done throughout the day. The last one is going to be if we have 30 plus minutes. So if we have a lot of time, then you can hit your warm up. Maybe it's a little longer warm up. Maybe it's, 5 to 10 minutes of warming up. You can have 1 to 2 major lifts. So with this, you're allocating more time, still prioritize. What's my first goal? Give most of my time and energy to that, and then move to my second goal. And then I can still do 1 to 2 sets of accessories. So a typical example of this could be having a lower body lift like a squat and then an upper body lift like a press, and doing more load or intensity with those lifts, having lots of rest between so the body can recover so you can get stronger and push more. Then finishing up with some accessories, which you could do a mix of accessories. It could be like a little circuit of maybe like planks and some bicep curls and some front raises. Then you can rest and do a circuit of lunges and jumping jacks and bear crawl walks. So that's a lot of movements, but we got the chunk of our workout, probably a solid 20 to 25 minutes being focused on the major lifts, back squat, strict press, and then the accessories may take 5 to maybe 10 minutes, and they're done more drilled repetitively, less rest, maybe more heart rate getting up and lower load so that you can get more movements in, kind of hit the whole body, but you still get your strength work done. So that is what we need to think about when we're thinking about time limit and how to organize our movements. So if we're looking at having a major focus for the day, you can basically split it up into lower, upper, and full body. And these are basically the common movement patterns that a human body can do. Now we can branch off from this, and there's specific movements like a squat. Well, what kind? Back, overhead, front squat. There's many variations, but in general, a squat motion is knee dominant. My knees are bending. I'm going down and coming up. A lunge is going to be stepping into a lunge versus a squat is stationary. And then a hinge is going to be hip dominant. Knees stay locked or pretty neutral, and the hip is doing most of the motions like a deadlift. Upper can be push and pull, essentially. Upper can also, twist and rotate, but that gets into more of the full body. So you see that under the full body section. For full body, we can carry things, we can get up off the ground or do ground work like crawling and different kind of animal flow type movements. And then also rotation is going to be full body. But think about it, full body could also be something like an Olympic lift, like a slam ball. So you can go very broad, but just to keep it simple for yourself, what kind of focus do I want to have today with my workout? What am I feeling like I haven't moved a lot of lately? And planning it accordingly. So I tend to try to do one dedicated lower, one dedicated upper, and then maybe 2 full bodies throughout the week. So that's like 4 lift sessions. And everyone's different in terms of how many times a week you want to lift. We're not getting into that. We're just talking about if I'm trying to plan a random session, how do I do it? So focus, do I want a lower, an upper, or a full body workout? And then we can go from there. So another important concept is less is more. And what I mean by that is as you're choosing movements and workout patterns, don't try to scroll Instagram and say, well, this coach said to do this and that and that. You don't know what their goals are. You don't know what their training history is, and you don't know what they're working towards. You only know that for yourself. So it's important to make sure that you're really doing what you enjoy. What do you like about working out? Make sure that's in your workout. It's going to be very hard to stay consistent and to want to work out when you're forcing yourself to do something you hate. Now, there are things that you probably need to do. Maybe you just don't like squatting. So that doesn't mean never squat because you don't enjoy it, but get the big work done first. Whatever you don't like, get that over with in the beginning of the workout, and it's kind of like a little cherry to get out of the way, and then you can focus on what you enjoy. So for me, I tend to get my big lifts out of the way first. Not that I don't enjoy those, because I do, but it's much more fun for me just to kind of like sweat and move and continuously move with accessory work. So I look forward to that. I don't like resting. So I do my big lifts, so I get my resting done, and then I can work out and move and just play. Which brings me to point 3. Don't forget to play. If you do see things on Instagram that you like, cool. Save that for the end of the workout. Try something new. If someone that you admire and follow online has some cool new movement, don't start your day with that because A, it's probably going to be frustrating that you don't know how to do that. And B, it can really, really tire you out mentally, which makes it hard to get the work that you need to get done during your workout. The last point is use your time wisely. So one of the biggest things for working out at home or creating your own workouts is just to have a plan in terms of when I do my exercise, how long will I rest so you get back on it. Try to keep your phone or electronics out of the room because you'll catch yourself just scrolling mindlessly and then you're losing track of your workout and the workout takes longer than it needs to, which kind of fulfills the pattern of I don't have time to work out when honestly you're just not being intentional with the time that you are setting aside to work out. So starting out, I would keep it very, very simple and maybe focus on 4 max exercises in a session and really do them well. Think about movement quality over movement quantity. And I'll just show a quick example here in a second. So here's a really great example. 1, what is your time frame? Say it's 30 minutes. Major motion or major movement, my big rock is going to be squats, lower body. Time, I can see it where I already have my rest planned about how long I want to rest for, and making sure that I'm doing some things that I like or enjoy. knowing that I enjoy kind of circuits, and then planks are just a good kind of fun thing at the end. Now, this is me. Doesn't mean this is yours. But warm up 5 minutes or so. My squats, I will build up to a heavy set of 5 and do 5, rest for 90 seconds or more, and then repeat that for 5 sets. So this is going to be the bulk of my workout. It's going to take a lot of time to do those squats with a 1.5 to 2 minute rest in between. This is going to be at least 15 minutes of the workout, if not 20. Then I'm going to hit my accessories. So I did my big rock. Now I can focus on the smaller stuff. So 20 walking lunges, 10 bent rows, rest 90 seconds, and repeat that for 4 sets. That's it. And that can be the accessory work. And then finish up with just some light core stuff. Plank for 60 seconds, rest for 60 seconds, do 4 sets of that. That is all. You would be amazed at how much more you can get done if you focus on just staying consistent by not hammering yourself for 60 minutes doing these super hard workouts, then you can't walk the next day. Instead, do a smaller dose, a more intentional dose. You can continue to work out multiple times. Currently, I am doing 20 to 30 minutes every single day, no matter what. I'm lifting something heavy, lifting resistance, lifting weight every single day. Currently on day 8. I'll let you know how I keep going with this, but it's just keeping me focused and it's keeping me on task. That there's no excuse. Even if I do 2 sets of bent row and then 2 sets of squats, and that's my day, I got better. Don't overcomplicate it. Make working out fun again, and make sure that you leave some room for play along the way. But I hope these tips were helpful for just kind of planning a workout and what that looks like. And stay tuned for more information on all things holistic health, whether that is training or nutrition or mindset or just lifestyle practices. I'll see you next time.